Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. It is 6:04, 36 degrees. I think it is. I got this sty in my eye. Everything's blurry. I can't see the screen that carefully. It's either 36, 30.
Keep the thing over there.
Yeah, it's 36, it's 38, or it's 78 right now. I can't tell.
What are the three?
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
a multiple choice.
Yeah, how'd it feel coming in, Kenzie? Does it feel warm? Does it feel 78?
I wasn't 78.
Okay. 36 or
think.
38. Somewhere in there. Gonna be a pretty nice day in the 50s and sunny mostly before it gets even warmer tomorrow and Friday, but these like storms are moving in, so who knows?
Oh, jeez.
I know. Something like 80 Friday, but then they say like tornadoes.
I hate when they do that. It's like, you're going to be warm, but you're going to die. It's like, oh.
Yeah, but they're probably dying. Getting hit by a tornado
Warm.
when it's warm feels better than being cold.
Dying in a pool. It's just like a lot, you know?
It always hurts more when you're cold.
I
you
know.
Like-
It's true.
Like, ow, it's cold, but
they
warm.
always say
It's
that
like,
because your body's tense. Kind of like a car accident. You're less injured if you were asleep.
yeah.
know.
Coming up here in 6 minutes, we'll give you a chance to get to Oasis at the Rose Bowl. We'll give you that keyword as we do every morning. You might say, well, I already entered for it. No. There's a keyword every day at this time, and it gives you another chance to win. So the new keyword coming up here in about 6 minutes. In an hour in Clash with Kenzie, we'll have Wolves tickets at 8 as usual. All week long, we're giving away tickets for Billy Corrigan, A Night of Melancholy and Infinite Sadness with the Lyric Opera House. By the way, a reminder, tomorrow, that's Ticket Blitz Thursday. So it's
Oh, my gosh, is it?
yeah, so it's every hour tomorrow, but we'll still do a song scramble at 8. So you have plenty of opportunities tomorrow and today at 8. I'm kind of disappointed in myself because I made the song scramble about an hour ago.
Yeah.
I'm just letting people know. I think this one's pretty easy. So if you're fearful of the song scramble,
Really?
figuring out.
I thought, what day is it? Wednesday? I thought Mondays was easy. Yesterday's was harder.
Yep.
I thought Mondays was easy. Do you think it's even easier than Monday?
I think it is because the songs I chose sound the same forward and backward of the
Are you
Pumpkins.
sure you just didn't leave them forward? Or are you just playing 3 songs?
I better check. I better
Just
check what I
check.
did. I think I reversed them, and they sound the same. It's weird. These certain Pumpkin songs, all three of them sound the same forward and backward. So I'm just
How
saying.
freaked out you would be. All these song scrambles you make, Brian.
Yep.
Imagine if just one time you found out there's a message when you play it backward. Would it just scare you?
Well, you remember back in the day, and as I mentioned the song scramble, Vinny checked in from Glen Ellen and said the same thing. Because I reverse them. I flip them around and reverse them. And Vinny and Glen Ellen, and I know all the people in Glen Ellen remember Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. Back in the day when you reversed them, they thought there were messages from the devil in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear one?
I did reverse it on vinyl. I had to get an album to do it with my hand, to spin it backwards.
Yeah.
And I thought I heard Freddie is the devil. I don't know who Freddie is, but I thought I heard Freddie is the devil.
Who's Freddie?
I don't know. Freddie Krueger? I have no idea.
Now it just sounds like he's bitter about his ex.
But there's...
Veronica's a bitch.
maybe I'll try to find the reversed Ozzy or something before we get
Didn't
to
they
that
used
Oasis
to say
word.
that about a Beatles record too?
Yeah, it goes...
What was it? Do you remember?
I think it said Paul is dead because there were the rumors that Paul McCartney got killed in a car accident and they replaced him with a lookalike.
Oh.
And the guy that lives right now is the lookalike. Even the Paul McCartney now at 80 is not the real Paul McCartney.
They think that about so many people, though. They say that about Avril Lavigne, too.
Yeah.
Why does everybody think everyone's dead?
Well, not everybody, just Avril Lavigne and Paul McCartney. Just
It's a
those
lot
two.
of people.
It's two.
Starting to add up.
It's not that many. It's two.
Getting
It's
out of
two.
hand.
Yeah, you go down those wormholes. You ever have free time, in those internet wormholes? The Paul McCartney one and the Avril Lavigne one are weird.
They're really weird. And they freak me out because it's like, I don't know. I don't want that to be the case because then I've never seen either of those people before.
Well, when you go, especially the Paul McCartney one, because that existed way before the internet. So people, the conspiracy theories went out like he's got this mole here and it's not there anymore, or something with his nose. It's a fake Paul McCartney. But Avril Lavigne lived in the post-truth society almost, where you can create whatever you want on social media and the internet. So it's a little easier to kind of come up with conspiracy theories.
Also, it's like people forgot that like people love to get plastic surgery, especially celebrities, like their favorite thing.
I don't know. Again, I don't know if they had that back when Paul was starting out.
I mean, Lady Gaga has a completely new face now. No one's like, she must have died.
Is it brand
like,
new?
She bought a new face.
Whole thing's new?
Yeah, it's brand new, fresh off the lot.
I'll take a good look at her old face and new face and see what it looks like.
Oh, it's a brand spanking new face. And I'm not against that. I'm just saying it's new.
Huh.
It's new Gaga.
And then, of course, there's the Tupac one. Tupac alive.
Right.
So
but he wasn't replaced. They just think I think he's alive somewhere.
Well, that's a different arc because that's Elvis is alive, Tupac's alive.
I don't think Elvis is. I think he went through enough.
You think Elvis is dead?
Yes.
Wow.
I do.
We're really getting there this morning.
I'm sorry. It's a hot take. It is.
Okay, so 8 o'clock, the Song Scramble, where we reverse songs. You'll find out if Billy Corgan is really the Billy Corgan that we know, or he's a plant. He's just Bill Burr.
Yeah, we found out.
Also, you may notice, Case isn't here. Case is on his way to Vegas right now. Case, the producer.
Is he at the airport? What time is his flight?
I think it's right now. I think he's taking off right now to go to Vegas. I think it was 6 o'clock something, so we can't really call him. I'll try to text him and see if he's available to get down there. Going to Vegas for what he described to us, and us interpretation was the least fun trip to Vegas ever.
Ugh.
He's going for WrestleMania week, but he's not staying for WrestleMania because that's, quote, not his thing. He's going to see some underground wrestling matches. He's not staying in a casino. He's staying in an Airbnb. Who does that? Goes to Vegas and gets an Airbnb.
Oh, my God. He's getting an Airbnb? I didn't even know that part.
He's not going to stay in a casino or hotel.
Oh, my God.
Not staying on the strip, way off the strip. And he's going to watch underground wrestling matches all day tomorrow and Friday and then fly back Saturday morning at 5 in the morning before WrestleMania while everybody else is going there.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I was so jealous, and I'm like, I'd rather do anything else than do his trip to Vegas.
Yeah, not a great a plan for fun.
I know.
But maybe we'll hear from him. We'll talk to him. I gave him $100 to play on blackjack. He said, "How do you play blackjack?" I can't wait till he gets to the table and pisses off and takes somebody's card, and they all get mad at him.
Yeah, that'll be great.
So a couple minutes away, 4 minutes away, we'll give you that keyword for Oasis, a chance to go to the Rose Bowl to see him, a full VIP trip.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Now, we were just talking before about listening to things backwards because I have the Song Scramble coming up, and with the Song Scramble that I do for the Pumpkins at 8, where you have a chance to go to the Lyric Opera House and see Billy Corgan's performance with the orchestra, a bunch of people texted in. We're talking about playing something backwards, and how back in the day, Ozzy Osbourne, people thought they heard the devil in there. Talked about the Beatles in the song Revolution. You hear Paul is dead. Paul McCartney, allegedly dead, and the one we have now is a fake. And everybody said we should play the scene from Little Nicky where he
Right, because I haven't got to see that, so I didn't know the scene existed.
Oh, this movie, it's so dumb, but it's so good. There's so many great moments in Little Nicky where Adam Sandler plays the son of the devil, and he's hanging out with his buddies, and they're saying, "Hey, Nicky, what's going on in this Ozzy?" Well, I'll play the clip. But it's the band Chicago that he says really has the hidden devil message. Here's the scene.
God.
Here's the scene from Little Nicky.
Hey, by the way, Nicky, check this out. What's Ozzy trying to say there?
John, absolutely nothing. The Blizzard always came straight with his messages. But wrap your minds around this, gentlemen. Oh, no. Chicago.
I love this song.
I command you in the name of Lucifer to spread the blood of the innocent.
Oh my God, Chicago kicks ass.
God.
Insane.
It's a forgotten Adam Sandler movie a little bit, Little Nicky.
I wasn't allowed to watch it. That's why I never saw it. My mom's like, "You're watching a movie about the, devil's kids." I'm like, "Okay."
That's good parenting. Good parenting.
I suppose.
Yeah, your mom was on point there.
I mean, just let me watch The Shining.
Yeah.
That's what the big deal is.
All right, coming up, a fact that makes your brain go. After Lincoln Park, Brian and Kenzie, Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and time for a fact that makes your brain go. And this is about generations. And listen, we all talk about how, well, the three of us are different. So Case, Gen Z, Kenzie, kind of on the border, Gen Z, millennial, and then I'm a Gen Xer. And there's something that has been lost. And this isn't some cranky old man talk. Just want to make sure you know on that. It's not from Gen X to Millennial to Gen Z. Something has been lost in our families.
Oh, is this fact going to make you look good and everybody else look bad?
Well, it depends on your perspective of your family. Something is gone in families that's gone from those generations, from Gen X to Millennial to Gen Z. It might not make me look good. It depends on your perspective of enjoyment in your family, and something is missing now. More than ever, Gen Zers are really missing out. Millennials are kind of missing out, but Gen Z's really missing out on this. But it may not be a good thing. It's only your own perspective of it.
I hope I don't get it right because I hate when I both the fact, but I feel like I may be right.
I like it when you get it right.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Hit me.
My guess is siblings.
Siblings.
Because, I think that people are having less kids. Like, people are having kids less.
Yep.
But then also the people who have them are having less kids.
Yeah.
Because I think about how often families of 4, 5, that was super normal. Now a lot of people are like, I had one and I'm okay.
Yeah, one was good.
Yeah, they're like, I'm a parent. I got that experience. So let's be done.
All right, I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong, but everybody can guess at 312-591-8300. But from Gen Z to Millennial to Gen Zers, something is now gone, and Gen Zers are suffering the worst of it. Millennials a little bit, but Gen Xers are probably cool. But it also is your perspective of the family and your enjoyment in your family. Something's missing now, and we'll get to that. We'll let you know what it is in just 3 minutes after Sublime.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain just go. And this involves Gen Z to Millennials. No, I'm sorry. Gen X to Millennials to Gen Z. As the relationships keep getting younger, there's been a loss in the family, and maybe you enjoy it, maybe you don't. It can be, something that you look forward to when I give you the answer, or something you don't look forward to. So it's either a positive or a negative depending on you. But
I have to say, Brian, on the text line, the number one guess on the text line, we got so many of these, is people saying family dinners and meals.
I saw that.
That's a really good guess. Even if it's not the answer, because I don't know what the answer is yet, I feel like that's probably true too. That's such a good point.
We're already losing Harper at 2 years old. She's like watching The Wiggles. I'm like, hey, come on over here. We're going to eat dinner together as a family. And she's like, no.
Oh, trust me. Tristan was on his Apple Watch last night talking to the girl he asked to be his Valentine. And I'm like, excuse that. Could you just eat your food? Because he's got his watch up to his mouth every 4 seconds. I'm like, please just eat your dinner. For 5 minutes, can we interact?
So you C-blocked him and said, put the damn watch down, stop talking to her?
Yes, I'm like, just 5 minutes. He texted her the whole day, the whole night, whatever.
Well, it's not family dinners, but that does suck that they've gone away. But it is close to what you said. You said siblings. It's not siblings, but it's cousins.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
There's a shortage of cousins out there, apparently. Because obviously people are saying what you said about having less kids, whether it's money or just don't want to have many, is like 17 kids like they did back in the day.
Right. I mean, those are your cousins, so it's in direct relation.
Like, I have 6 first cousins. That's all I have. And I think that's a lot. We all grew up together.
That's a good amount.
Well, there was 4 of us and 6 of them. So we all grew up kind of together because we all just very close. So it was like 10 kids in the house. As a kid, I thought we were all brothers and sisters, to be honest. I thought we were all just together in this.
Totally. That's like the old school. Like, that's how it was. My husband has like 400. It's like a Hispanic thing, though. Like, I don't even think they're all actually his cousins. So it's kind of confusing to me.
Some are just like in The Bear. Yo, cousin. But they are kind of cousins in The Bear, but still.
Right. But I'm kind of like, if I did a roll call on but who's got like the blood thing going on? But like, whatever. There's like a million cousins over there. I have a decent amount. I have so much of my family that I've never even met, though. So I'm like, I don't know. I only grew up with a handful of cousins that I actually got to like see and hang out with.
I always loved it when the cousins came over because, like I said, it was time to just rage.
Their cousins are like your first best friends.
Yeah.
Because you're together at all the holidays. A lot of the first sleepovers you're allowed to have. Like, it's really, it totally is like your first friends.
It's also where you learn like first swear words, where you first threw a rock through a window through someone. You did all the bad stuff with your cousins. Because they would egg you on.
No wonder they didn't want to have more kids with you guys. Good Lord.
Yeah, we were a gang, for sure. And my wife, she's got mom is one of 7, dad's one of 8. She has like you said, like 700 first cousins.
Oh my God.
I have a bunch of
second.
second.
One of 8?
Yeah. I have a bunch of second and thirds. My dad tried to fix me up with a third cousin. You can
Oh my God.
You can legally do that.
What exactly does it mean, third cousin? What does that mean?
Let's see. Because I can't remember either, and I didn't know.
I always thought, and this could be wrong. So my description of like first, second, third is your first cousin would have been like, okay, your dad's brother's kid.
Right.
And then your second cousin would have been your cousin's kid. And then your third cousin would have been your cousin's kid's kid. That's what I thought it was.
Wait, second cousin is your cousin's kid?
Yeah, like now it's like the second generation of the cousin. That's what I thought.
I'm all confused. Okay, third cousin is a child of one's parents' second cousin.
Yeah, but
So is the
so
second
that
cousin?
doesn't help.
No, is the second cousin then?
So how the hell does the second cousin? Now go look up what a second cousin is.
Oh crap. Okay, what's a?
Second cousin.
I don't know.
I thought you were looking it up.
No, I am. No, I'm looking it up. And then there's people bringing this once removed thing.
Oh, I just thought that was divorce. I always thought it was divorce.
Okay, a second cousin is someone who shares the same great grandparents, but not the same grandparents. What the hell's that? I just want to know who had a kid, and that's who they
Someone
are.
who shares your great grandparents as your most recent common ancestor.
Why are we bringing ancestors in?
What the hell does that mean? Okay, so first cousins share grandparents.
Wait, yeah.
Second cousin, right? Okay, so you all have the same grandparents. Second cousins share great grandparents.
But not the same grandparents.
And then third cousins, it says share great grandparents. What does that mean?
Does that mean I can sleep with my third cousin?
I don't think so.
I think so. I don't have any great grandparents around. How am I supposed to know who's what?
Okay, so no, somebody said I was right. They go, Kenzie, you're correct. Second cousin is your parents' cousin. So your parents' direct cousin is then your second cousin.
Okay.
I guess.
I'm still confused. I still want to know if I can sleep with my third
And
cousin.
this is why everybody in the Hispanic culture goes, cousin, primo.
So if they're all cousins, everybody can sleep with whoever, I guess, eventually.
No,
They
that's
can't-
not the moral of the story.
I thought it was.
No.
That's too bad. All right, well, either way, don't sleep with your second or third until we figure this out exactly. Don't sleep with those cousins. And it doesn't sound like anybody's got any more cousins anyway because people aren't having kids, and that's the fact that makes your brain go. With Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
All right, coming up in sports, what a Cubs game. They did something historic last night. We'll get to that. Also, we got a playoff game. Playoffs
Oh, my God.
in Chicago tonight. We'll get to that in a second after Noah Khan. And we poured one out for this place a few weeks ago. It was very sad. Very sad pouring one out for Red Robin, who announced they were closing over 70 underperforming locations. We never got the info on which ones were closing around us. I know there's one near you, Kenzie, you go to a lot.
Yes.
Is that Elgin or is it
South Elgin.
South
Yeah.
Elgin?
Yeah.
I go to the one in Skokie if I ever go to one because there's not one in the city. But if I head up to my brother's house up in that way by Skokie, I go to that one. So we poured one out. Very sad. Of course, the bottomless fries, big deal in this household. Meaning me and Kenzie's households. You can get them as fries as you want. But you know what? We're gonna stop this. Stop it. We're not gonna pour one out. It's a glorious day. It's a nice day because
What?
Red Robin, in an effort to get out of bankruptcy, is launching a bottomless burger pass.
Stop it.
A bottomless burger pass. Yes, that's worthy of an explosion.
God, that feels like it's going to lead to another bankruptcy, doesn't it?
Well, it could go down the route of Red Lobster when they did
Right.
unlimited shrimp, and they lost like $6 million on that because they underestimated, quote, how many shrimp Americans would eat. I can eat a lot of shrimp. So that may happen or not, but they have to save the business because they are financially struggling. So here's what it is. May is National Burger Month, but it's tomorrow that these passes go on sale. So if you like Red Robin, Kenzie, right when we get off the air at 10, they go on sale. So at 10 a.m. at redrobin.com.
How many are they selling?
They don't say, but they say it's super limited, just like the Applebee's date pass. Remember how those things, how limited they were, and they went like it broke the internet
But
trying
it's
to get
just
those.
the month of May.
Well, here's what it is. So the
Okay.
bottomless burger pass, if you get that pass, it will be available, like I said, at redrobin.com. And what you get is, it's not like 100 burgers. The cards get you a burger and a bottomless side every day of the month of May for only $20.
Holy crap.
That's probably a pretty good deal, right? Because I don't go there enough to remember
Yeah.
the prices. So you get a burger and bottomless side for only $20. you can max out at $682 for the month. So it is only for Burger Month. It's not like Applebee's Day Pass, which goes for like a year.
So basically, you should go every day to really like max it out.
Clearly, they're trying to amp up the revenue, but also you get a good deal every day if you get one of these passes.
Holy crap.
Now, would you make yourself available every day for May if you got one of these passes?
I'm still trying to lose weight and blow up like a balloon. My husband should do this, though, because he's like basically naturally skinny. He's one of those bitches.
Yeah, those ass. Oh, I almost swore.
Oh my gosh, Brian. Brian thought we were talking off the microphone for a second. That's how we casually talk about people. Oh my gosh.
So you can
that
get
mother effer.
I guess you can get this for him. But yeah, the bottomless burger pass at Red Robin. So it's tomorrow at 10 a.m. redrobin.com if you want one. And there's limited, so we'll see what happens. And they're expected to sell out quick.
Oh my gosh, I can't even breathe with you right now. It's so funny.
So go get one. Someone can get in line on the internet for you, Kenzie, if you want to do that.
I mean, it's only $20. So really, if you use it like 3 times, you already get your money's worth.
Oh, hell yeah.
Or, you know, like beyond your money's worth, I'm saying. Like, because the burgers, I want to say, with the bottomless, like, twice would probably be about what it's worth, right? So it's like, even if you just went every weekend, you would end up with a great deal.
Yeah, you're totally winning.
Yeah.
That's why they're limited. So make sure 10 a.m. tomorrow at redrobin.com. They're doing that. And go grab yourself some burgers. Sports coming up after Noah Khan, Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.